Okay, let's look at this problem. And this is a probability density function for a continuous random variable x here. Or we said that the continuous random variable x has this probability density function, right? So find the value of m if the probability of x less than the m is 0.5, half, right? Find the value of m here. So this is different. This question is different because the value of m might be here, right? You see that x less than m, right? The value of m must be in this interval, right? Either is at 0 to 3 or is between 5 and 15. So how you know, right? When there is more than one interval. So what you should do is you have to understand the graph here, okay? So I using the graph here. Well, this graph is not compulsory, but you have to understand the concept here. Later on, when you solve the problem, you have an idea, right? So this is your fx, okay? This is your fx, and this will be your x, right? This will be x. So here you will have 1 over 16, 1 over 16, and 1 over 8. Right, 1 over 8. So there is a 0 up to 3, right? 0 up to 3, and later on 4, 5, right? From 5 up to 15, right? So from 0 up to 3, there is a line 1 over 8, right? 1 over 8. So 1 over 8 is a horizontal line, okay? It's a horizontal line. So 1 over 8, right? Later on, from 3 to 5, there is no function. Otherwise, right, 3 to 5, otherwise it's not inside here, means 0, right? So it will be 0, right? 0. And 5 up to 15. So 5 up to 15 is 1 over 16. Okay? It's 1 over 16. So it's 1 over 16. Right? 5 to 15. So 5 to 15 is a straight line, is a horizontal line. So now this is the graph for this probability density function, right? The question is never asked us to sketch this graph. This is just an idea to helping you understand, right? So then they said that find the value of m, right? Find the value of m. So you know that the probability of x more less than equals to m is equals to 1 over 2, right? 1 over 2. So at first we try to integrate this region here. Means that actually we are trying to finding this area here. Alright? We are trying to finding this area. Okay? We are trying to find this area. So if you are a student that are very understand, you will not understand that when you integrate from 0 up to 3, it's actually finding the area here. So let's see. If you integrate from 0 up to 3, right? So some students may sketch the graph and use the graph to find what you take. You just take 1 over 8 multiply with 3, right? 3 over 8, the area. So, or, okay, if you dislike to sketching, then you can do this way. So let's say you integrate this one. Okay, I just integrate 0 up to 3. So 0 up to 3, I integrate, I'm getting x over 8 from 0 up to 3, right? You substitute the value 3 over 8 minus with 0 over 8. You are getting 3 over 8, right? 3 over 8. So you can using calculator and key in 3 over 8, right? 3 over 8, what's the value? 3 over 8 is 0.375, right? 0.375, which is less than the half here. So this is less than the half, right? Half is 0.5, right? This will be 0.5. So means that the area here is 3 over 8. It's not enough. So means that m, this is the most important statement that I'm going to make here, is the value of m is not going to be in this interval. Nilai m itu tidak akan berada di dalam kawasan ini. The value of m, the m will not be in between here. Because why? This is only 3 over 8, right? 3 over 8. So the area must be up to 1 over 2. Means that you have to be, this is 3 over 8. You have to have another 1 over 8 here. You have to be another 1 over 8 here to reach the value of m. You have to understand the concept here. Alright? This is 3 over 8. So here should be 1 over 8. Right? Here should be 1 over 8 in order for the 3 over 8 plus with 1 over 8 to become 4 over 8 and become 1 over 2. Right? So the target of this question is they want to find the m here. Sir, How you know the M is not here? How you know the M is here? Kenapa you tahu sini? Kenapa tak boleh sini? Saya sudah explain mah. The 3/8 is not enough, right? Because they said 1/2, right? Less than, the probability is 1/2. So the area must be, the integration, right? If you integrate the first interval, you're getting less than 0.375, 0.37, 1/2. Less than 1/2. So means that the M should not be here. It should be here. The M should be here. This is the way you identify. Without the graph is okay. You just integrate the first interval first. Integrate dulu. Then if the value of the area, the value of the probability is less than 1/2, means that the M is not here. It must be here. Right? Okay. Hope that you understand deeply. So now, alright, so now if I integrate, suppose I need to write this way. Suppose that I need to write this way. Because now I have already know that by checking, right? This is checking, alright? Checking in the rough paper, right? So I know that this is, I supposed to be integrate from 0 up to 3, 1/8 dx, because I know the M is here. Right, I know the M is here. So the M is here. So I have to integrate from 0 up to 3, M plus with 5 up to M. Plus with 5 up to M. Right, 5 up to M. For this function, the function is 1/16 dx. And overall, this whole thing will be equals to 1/2. Right. Bilakah dia akan sampai M ini? Daripada 3/8 tambah 1/8, dia akan dapat 1/2. M itu di mana? Dia pasti di sini. Dia tak mungkin di sini. Kalau di sini, dia akan kurang daripada 0.375. Alright? So now, okay, now I have already explained for you. So let's see how to find the value of M here. Okay? Just now, you have found this thing, right? You have found this thing to be, you integrate just now, you have found to be 3/8, right? 3/8. So M 5 1/16 dx is equals to 1/2, and this whole thing is, you already integrate, you're getting 3/8, so you have to minus away 3/8, and which give you the value of 1/8, right? 2484. So you have 1/8. Alright, 1/8. So it means that integrate from 5 up to M, 1/16 dx is 1/8. Alright, okay, let's continue. Alright, okay, let's continue for this. So you have integrate 1/16, you will have x/16, right? x/16 from 5 up to M. Our target is to find the value of M, right? Okay, so, and you can actually, 16, you can bring out the 16, 1/16, x from 5 up to M is 1/8. So the 1/16, the 16 multiply both sides by 16. 1/8 multiply 16, you will have 2, right? You have 2. So you have x from 5 up to M, right? So you replace the M here. M minus with 5 equals to 2. And you are getting 5M to be 7. Lastly, you have find the value of M, right? Means that the M is 7. Yes, it's really exactly in between this interval here. Alright, so, and actually, for your knowledge, right, for your knowledge, especially for those A score student, okay, score A student, you have to understand, if you say that probability of x less or equal M, right, x less or equal M is equal to 1/2. Actually, this statement is actually FM. It's a cumulative, alright? So it's Px, because cumulative distribution is defined to be, okay? So I introduced first before I going for, later on I will explain about how to finding the cumulative distribution. So probability of x less than M, right? X less or same than N. So it means that this is actually the median, because this is 1/2. If this is 0.25, 1/4, it will be first quartile. If this is 3/4, this will be third quartile. But this is 1/2 now, so this will be your median. Actually, indirectly, the question is asking you to hence state the median, right? Very easy. The M will be your median, right? Because the M here, the value of M here is 7. So the median will be x equals to 7, right? So this will be the median for this distribution. Alright? Okay, later on, look at the question carefully. They are actually asking you. Means that they already hint you, giving you this question, and you already understand that, oh, if you want to find median, right, say you have to put 1 over 2 here. So, but if you want to find the first quartile, you put 1 over 4 here. Then you estimate. Okay, let's see how I explain later. Alright, okay. Now I re-sketching the graph, okay. This is the graph that I sketched initially. So, okay, this graph, okay, before that you should understand everything, like, okay, this is the graph for density function, right? So the area under the graph must be 1. Okay, you can try and see, okay, you can try and see. So this is 1 over 16, alright, 1 over 16 is here. So definitely the area here, you are getting 3 length times height, right? 3 times 1 over 8, you have 3 over 8, right? Here you have 3 over 8. So how about this? 15 minus 5, you have 10, right? 10 multiplied with 1 over 16, right? 1 over 16. So if you simplify, you have 5, 8, right? 5 over 8. If you take 3 over 8 plus with 5 over 8, can you tell me what you get? Right? What you get? 5 plus 3, you're getting 8 over 8 is 1, right? Kenapa 1? Sir, kenapa 1? Because this is a density function. The area under the graph, or we said that integrate from 0 up to 3 plus with 5 up to 15, you integrate everything, you are getting 1. That's a property. Always remember that every time when you do. So now, okay, of course this is your prior knowledge, right? Okay, in this video, our focus is to find the quartile, right? Let's say just now we have find the median, right? The median will be 7, right? So you have to be patient watching the video. I explain a lot of concepts for you. Alright, so okay, let's say if the median is 7, right? Median is 7. So what if they're asking you to find the probability of something like this, right? X less than Q, which is 1 over 4. If the question asking find the first quartile, especially when you're using probability density function, remember that. Because later on, I will introduce another function which is called cumulative distribution function. There is a different approach if you're using cumulative distribution function and probability distribution, probability density function. It's different, right? So, okay, I don't talk about that first. So later on, you try to compare, right? So, okay, let's say you want to find quartile, right? You want to find quartile. So you put less than, you put a 1 over 4 here. No other number, must be 1 over 4. You want to find first quartile. So, then you know that the value of Q. Sir, sekarang nilai Q dekat mana? Dekat 03 ke? Dekat 515? Boleh ke saya buat teka-teki? Saya letak, oh Q di sini, Q di sini. Tak boleh, itu tembak, okay? You must do what? You must do some calculation. You see, the area here, just now we know that, okay lah, don't talk about area lah. So we integrate from 0 up to 3, right? 0.3, 1 over 8 dx. So you're getting x over 8, right? Blah, 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 blah. You're getting 3 over 8, right? 3 over 8. 3 over 8 is 0.375. Ini berapa? This one how big? 0.25 only. This is 0.25 only. First quartile is 0.25 only. Is less than this one, right? It's less than this one. So means that if this value of Q, probability of X as Q is giving 0.25, is less than the value of the integral here is 0.37, is less than, means that the value of M, the value of Q must be between here. Must be between here. Just now, sir, tadi kenapa M dekat sini? Faham lah, kena faham. Okay, so let's say M. So M is 0.5. 0.5 lebih daripada ini mah. Ini kurang mah, right? Kurang kan? Kurang. Okay, so kurang dalam sini. Ini kenapa pula? Kenapa pula dekat sini? Because 0.5 more than this one. Okay, dia sudah sampai ke sini. 3 over 8 kena tambah 1 per 8 lagi. Okay, so now we are talking about to find the first quartile, right? So to find the first quartile, kan? So now if you want to find the first quartile, so okay, penjelasan yang paling baik ialah ini ya. You tengok. Alright, if 0.25, this is everything area here. Look at here. Look at here. The area here is 3 over 8, right? 3 over 8. But 0.25 is only part of it. Sebahagian daripada dia saja, kan? Sebahagian saja, adik. Sebab ini semua ialah 3/8. Ini 0.25. Kurang daripada area ini. Mestilah rectangle dia lebih kecil, right? Smaller. So that's why I said the value of Q is not here, it's here, right? Because from the observation, so it's 0.25, right? The value here. So now I know the Q is here. I know the Q is here. So I'm not going to touch here. I'm not going to touch here, all right? So how? So the probability of X less or same than Q is equals to 0.25, right? So I know that I need to integrate from 0 up to Q only, right? Because the Q is here, right? So it means from 0 up to Q. So for which function? 1 over X dx equals to 0.25. This is the way we do, right? This is the way we finding the Q, alright? So, and hope you understand, right? Hope you really understand. So 1 over 8, you have X over 8, alright? X over 8, so from 0 up to Q, this is 1 over 4, alright? 1 over 4, you can factor out the what? The 8, right? Constant. So 1 over 8, so 1 over 8, then here you have X from 0 up to Q equals to 1 over 4, right? So you substitute the Q minus with 0, So 1 over 4, 1 over 8, go there, lor. Okay, 1 over 4 times with 8, 4 to 8 lor, so 2 lor. So Q minus 0 is 2, so Q must be 2 lor. So good. Means that Q is 2, means that 2, right? It's 2. So means that you must understand this thing. You must understand the fx, the capital Fx is defined, the cumulative. We usually using cumulative distribution to find the median, first quartile, third quartile, and even percentile. Alright, so now in this case is Q, right? So this will be FQ, right? FQ. So therefore, the value of Q here is 2. Actually, the Q is the first quartile, right? The Q is the first quartile. Why is it first quartile? Because the area is 104, total up to 104, right? Okay. How about if we want to find the third quartile, right? Third quartile. So try to pause the video, not watching the video like watching movie. Definitely you were boring, right? You were boring. Okay. So okay, now stop, pause the video. Try how to find the third quartile, right? Okay, hello. So now we are going to find the third quartile, right? Third quartile. So the student did not understand. They will ask again, Sir, Q3 di mana? Di langit. Alright, so they don't know. Okay, Q3 di mana? So think first. Okay, think first, So you see, the Q1 is 2, right? So your Q1 is 2. So 2 here. This is the 104, right? 104. So the median is here, right? Median is here. Median is 102. This is only 104, right? 104 of the everything here is what? The area here total is what? 1 so this is 104. So if you talk about median, the area is already, you see my hand, is already up to 7, right? Up to 7. So definitely, third quartile is 3 over 4, is 0.75. The area even large area. So big area, sorry. So here will be 104. So 102 is this everything here. Everything here plus with part of here, right? So you have 102. So definitely 0.75 is more than 102. So it will be more than here. Means that it will be more than 7. Means Q3 will be somewhere here lah. Okay? Try to understand the Q3 will be somewhere here. If the Q3 is somewhere here, you try to think lah. The first one or the second one? Definitely the second one, right? Because why? It's in this interval also. So now I know the Q3 is here. That's very important to identify the region here. Okay, so now you know the Q3 is here. But this method is only work for probability density function. Okay. Alright, so now you want to find Px less or same than Q3. Then you put a 3 or 4. This is third quartile. I put a Q3 here. So how I know where's the Q3? So I have to integrate because it's now Q3 is here, right? So I have to integrate from the start, right? Start from 0 to 3, 0 to 3, and 1/8 dx, and plus with 5 up to Q3, right? 5 up to Q3. But I know the value of Q3 must more than 7. If I find the value of Q3 is less than 7, something wrong, okay? So because this is 0.5 here, right, the area. So if I add another area here, it will be 0.75 already. So 5 up to Q3, so for function 1/16 dx, the setting here will be 304, right? 304. So if you calculate, you can get the value of Q3. So this whole thing here, if you integrate just now, I'm getting 308, right? So 308. So okay, 5 Q3. So 1/16 dx equals to 3/4 minus with 3/8, right? Minus with 3/8. So let's see what you get. Okay, you're getting 3/8. You're getting 3/8. So means that the 3/8, 3/8 sini kena tambah lagi 3/8. 3/8 kena tambah lagi jumlah lagi, dapat 6/8. Baru cukup menjadi 3/4. Baru cukup lah jadi 3/4. So that's why you need a remain 3/8. So okay, then you can integrate this. You have x over 16 from 5 up to Q3, right? So the 16, you can bring out 1/16, just like just now, okay? The same thing happened, Q3 up to 5. So the 1/16 go over there, become 3/8 multiplied with 16. 8 to 16, 3 to 6, right? So you substitute, you have Q3, right? You have Q3 minus with 5 equals to 6. So let's calculate the Q3. 6 plus 5, 11, right? You see the value here, the most important, you see the impact you have, you can see that, oh, 11. So, is 11 is a number greater than 17, right? So means if you able to calculate the area up to here, the area, total up all this area, you were getting, this is 0.25, right? First quartile. Later on 3/8 plus with 1/8. You get the median, right? Because 102. Now you have to accumulate again. Tambah lagi sikit-sikit. Then you were getting 11. Means that the area that I shade here now is 3/4. The total. The white area. Okay, the white region here is 3/4. So, berapa lagi dekat sini? Mestilah 104, right? Because 3/4 plus 104 is 1 mah, right? So, okay, now I know the third quartile is 11, right? Now finally I know that the third quartile will be 11. Okay, this is the way we find first quartile, second median, and third quartile, right? I may use the very long way to explain, but if you understand the concept, any question that came up, you will definitely know how to do. Alright, okay, that's all for this video.